Before there were words to describe us, before stories were written or memories recorded, humans were already fighting to stay alive. The world we were born into was vast, silent, and unforgiving. There were no borders, no shelters built with intention, only open land, shifting weather, and constant danger. Survival was not a goal. It was the condition of existence. Early humans did not wake up with purpose or dreams. They woke up with hunger. Every day began with a single question: how do we make it through today? The sun dictated movement. The cold demanded fire. Darkness brought fear. Night was not a time of rest but of vigilance. Predators watched from beyond the firelight, and every sound carried the possibility of death. To survive meant to stay alert, to listen, to remember. Food was never guaranteed. A failed hunt could mean starvation. A single injury could end a life. Strength mattered, but intelligence mattered more. Those who observed patterns, who remembered where animals passed or where water returned after drought, lived longer. This was the beginning of memory as a survival tool. There were no maps, but the land lived inside the mind. Rivers, trees, and rocks were remembered like faces. Getting lost meant disappearing forever. Survival required knowing not just where you were, but where you had been. Fire changed everything. When humans learned to control fire, they gained more than warmth. They gained time. Fire extended the day, pushed back fear, and created a center. Around the flames, bodies rested but minds awakened. It was here, in the glow of firelight, that something new emerged. Not language yet. Not stories as we know them, but understanding. Shared glances. Repeated gestures. Sounds that carried meaning. Communication was born from necessity. Groups became families. Families became tribes. Survival was no longer individual. It was collective. The young were protected. The injured were not always abandoned. Empathy was not kindness, it was strategy. Those who cared for others increased their own chances of survival. Slowly, humans began to think beyond the present moment. They waited. They planned. They imagined tomorrow. This ability to delay action, to endure uncertainty, became one of our greatest strengths. But survival was never only physical. Loss existed long before language. When someone did not return, the group felt it. Silence replaced presence. Something was missing, and in that absence, meaning began to form. Humans started to mark places. A handprint on stone, lines on a cave wall. These were not decorations. They were memories made visible, proof that someone had been there. This was the beginning of identity. Before names, there was recognition. Before history, there was experience. Before civilization, there was connection. The human brain evolved not just to survive, but to remember survival. Fear sharpened senses. Repetition built knowledge. Emotion preserved lessons.